Tonight on Metro News, what happens when routine medical treatment goes horribly wrong? Could you be entitled to a free heat pump? And the rhythmic gymnast with her eyes on the prize. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Gina Grbic. Welcome to Metro News, a local news bulletin prepared by the students of the New Zealand Broadcasting School. For the past 7 months, one woman has been left dealing with severe consequences following her routine chemotherapy. The woman, who wishes to remain anonymous, has been unable to get any answers from those in the medical profession until now. Claire Martin with this exclusive report.
I was just lying on the bed and I was like, oh, this is so sore, this is so sore. I remember a nurse coming up to me and saying to me, this is very, very bad.
May 17th this year, Glenda was in Christchurch Public Hospital's oncology unit, receiving chemotherapy for secondary breast cancer. But things didn't quite go to plan. A strong chemotherapy drug, epirubicin, had somehow leaked through her chest tissue.
All hell broke loose, yeah.
6 years ago, Glenda was a happy, healthy woman.
Normal. I was normal working, mower, yeah, everything was good.
There is a strong family link with cancer. Glenda's sister Christine lost her fight to breast cancer at just 28. And when Glenda was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2006, she decided to have the lump removed and undergo radiation. She recovered well and was close to being given the all clear.
They say 5 years. Once you get past the 5 years, normally it doesn't come back again. I got so close. 4 years, 10 months.
But the cancer returned.
For me, it was the second time round. It was like, no, I'm going to go for everything. I owe it to myself to, have a good go at this chemo, yeah.
Glenda chose to have a portacath inserted in hopes to save her arms from lymphedema, a condition her sister struggled with. Portacaths are surgically implanted into the patient's chest and neck. A nurse can then easily access the patient's vein using a small needle. They're used for everything from blood tests to the administration of medicines, medications like epirubicin in Glenda's case.
The particular nurse involved had never used a portacath, and one of the nurses there had, she come from Palmerston North, I think, where they use portacaths regularly. So I thought, oh, this is good, she knows what to do. And I remember her saying she'll feel a bit of discomfort because the portacath's new. So away we go.
The procedure was explained to Glenda. It all seemed straightforward. But before long, she knew something was wrong.
And I remember it very, very vividly, feeling it right from the start. And how do you set the bar without being socky lala? Thinking, oh God, this really hurts. But how much does it have to hurt for me to say no? So I let 3 syringes go through before I said I had enough. Yeah.
And it was from that moment that routine treatment for a happy, healthy partner, mother and grandmother turned for the worst.
Lying there feeling a great deal of pain, and a nurse coming up to me and saying, this is very, very bad, Glenda. And I'm like, And then the doctor coming up to me and saying, this has never happened before.
So the question is, how did this happen?
The plastics team are pretty quiet, not saying anything. Oncology is saying that portacath leaked. Infectious skin disease are saying that maybe it was the needle put in the wrong place. Every department has a different story.
Glenda's never received an answer, so we put it directly to the District Health Board.
As far as I can determine, the needle that goes into the device went into the device but was dislodged, and the drug being given through the needle, which would normally have to go into a large vein to dilute it so it doesn't cause injury to tissues, the drug started going into the skin around the device. I mean, clearly we accept responsibility and we apologise absolutely for this having occurred to her under our care. That's not acceptable, to us.
Information released by ACC under the Official Information Act states that in the 12 months from the 1st of July 2009 to the 30th of June 2010, there were 123 cases of treatment injury in Christchurch's public hospital. Of these 123 claims, 14 of them are related to cancer treatment alone, and ACC figures show these incidences aren't unique to Christchurch. The damage has put Glenda's therapy options on hold. She's been in and out of hospital numerous times for infections and pain management, and most recently for a large operation. She had to have a muscle from her stomach implanted into her chest.
Unfortunately for us, for the last 6 or 7 months, we haven't dealt with cancer. We've dealt with an injury from a portacath. Yeah, we haven't even got to the cancer yet.
The District Health Board are promising this problem won't happen again. They've made some changes.
There were 2 nurses involved, and it's thought, well, maybe we should really only have one nurse who gives continuity, so you don't have one put in and someone else come later, because one person knows what they've been doing. So that's a change, which doesn't necessarily require everyone being trained, just following a new process. And the other is to change the volume of the drug we give in terms of time, so we give it over a longer period of time, and that just becomes new policy.
All Glenda hopes is that no other patient goes through the same ordeal.
All of a sudden, I go from being quite healthy and normal to being this sick person all the time. Yeah, just all the time, being sore all the time.
As well as being sick and sore all the time, Glenda has given up work. She can no longer lift her grandchildren or live alone. But she's still positive.
I have a lot of family that care, and I have to get well. Dying's not an option, yeah.
That report from Claire Martin. Coming up after the break, could the earthquake improve Christchurch's air quality problem? And we talk to Chrissy Williams about the newly formed City Council.